For this first frame, this is 11 by 14 frame from the Dollar Tree. This is the largest size that they sell. This frame is gold. It's like a soft gold, but you can paint these frames. You can spray paint them or you can paint them with chalk paint. I have done both in the past, but I'm going to keep these the gold color they are because these are going to be styled in my bedroom because I'm going to be changing my bedroom around, and I do not have decor on the wall, so I wanted to create something a little large, simple, but to match some of the other items I have in there. And I do have like a clock that's trimmed in gold along with a mirror and maybe a vase. So I'm removing the backing off of them because I want to add these wallpaper sheets also picked up from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to try to give a close-up. I love the way this wood grain style looks. This is my first time seeing these in the Dollar Tree, and I thought it would be perfect with what I'm going to do and style in my bedroom. So now the sheet is a little longer than the frame. You can just fold that to the back or you can cut it down. I'm cutting it down because I want to use the scraps in the future for something else. So once I have them cut down, I'm just going to peel off the backing. These are pretty easy to apply, and I'm just going to add it to the back part of this pictured frame. To give it a background. You can paint that. You can just add some white poster board, which I'm going to do in the other DIYs, but I thought this would be perfect. So once I apply the sheets to the backing, I'm going to go in with these picks that I got from the Dollar Tree as well. Now off camera, I created a third one because when I thought about how I was going to style them, I thought it would look better with a trio. So here are the large picks that the Dollar Tree put out. I love these. I picked up a few of these, so you're going to be seeing these in the future in some other DIYs. So I just wanted to add one large one, so as you can see, I'm cutting them off the stem. And the third one that I did off camera, it was another style of greenery for that. I thought these were so pretty. I absolutely love these leaves. I'm just adding some hot glue along the center so that it can stay in place once I add it back to the frame. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching today's video. It is Friday, and I hope you all had a fantastic week. Once I have all of them tacked down, I'm just going to set them back into the frame, and that is it. These turned out really pretty. I love the size, and when I created the third one and added it to the other two to do a trio, I think it looks really, really pretty on the wall. These are just some simple Dollar Tree frame DIYs that you can create for your home that looks really good. And I actually do love the gold color. So I wanted to tell you all that I'm going to create another trio right after this using some smaller frames and some smaller picks, just in case you didn't want to create some so large, or if you didn't want to have to paint the gold frame but you wanted something else. Then I'll show you how you can create a smaller version without having to do any painting. Here they are on the wall. I absolutely love them. I don't know if this is where they're going to stay because I am changing my room around, but I wanted to put them on a wall to get an idea how much space they are going to occupy, and I think these are so pretty. Now here's a trio of a smaller version. The Dollar Tree have these wood frames. These are 5 by 7, but they look pretty good. You do not have to paint these. Now I did paint some of these frames before with some white chalk paint, and then I distressed them, and they gave a really high-end farmhouse look to them. They're really good. So if you just use some white chalk paint and then take a sanding block and just dress off some of the paint, they turned out really pretty. Now I just have some poster boards. I actually have 2 sheets because what I'm going to do is add that for the background like I did previously. So I'm just cutting this poster board down to size so that I can just attach them to the back of this frame. And I'm going to be cutting out 3 pieces for all 3 of the frames. And once I get all 3 sheets cut out, I'm going to grab my stems, my little picks from the Dollar Tree, and these are just a smaller version of some of the larger ones. And then I have another different kind of pick, but I think these are really pretty in this version as well. And I just kind of wanted to show you a different style of creating the trio. So I'm just taking off the leaves off each pick, and then this pick I just pulled off one stem which had 3 leaves on each. And then what I'm doing is attaching them to the poster board that I cut down. I just wanted this to have a plain white background. I'm going to be styling this in my little dining area where my plants and stuff are styled, and so I just wanted to keep this background just plain white. So once I get that done, I'm going to attach them to the frame, and I'm going to put the backing back on them, and that is going to be it. Now, I love these frames. For them to be from the Dollar Tree, these frames look really good. And so that is going to be it for this. This is how they turned out. Now I am going to take this part off. I should have took these off because I'm going to be styling these on a wall. They have a little hook on them, and so you can just hook them on the wall, and I didn't need that piece, so I just pulled them off of all of them. And this is how I style them, and I think this is really simple, but I think it's really pretty. So the Dollar Tree has those same frames in an 8x10, and so what I'm going to do is style this frame. So these are some quick and easy ways to just style these frames as is, so instead of adding a photo to them. So I do have some more poster board, and what I'm going to do is cut that down to size because I want the background to be white. Once I attach it, the Dollar Tree always sell these books, and I always pick them up. So I love this book that says Hope, and they have so many beautiful inspiration quotes inside. So I'm just flipping through to find one that I really like. Once I find a quote that I like, I'm just going to add it to the whiteboard. I think using these books and book pages and phrases to add to picture frames is just perfect to get some decor. Now I'm taking a few pieces of greenery off that pick that I also picked up from the Dollar Tree because I thought it would be great to style those around the book page just to bring in a little bit more flair to it. And so what I'm going to do is just add a few dots of hot glue and attach it to the center, and then I'll go around and attach those greenery pieces just around the page. Now you can paint these frames, but I really think they look great as is, but I have painted them and distressed them, and it really elevated the frames as well, but I absolutely love it as is. So once I get those few pieces tagged down, what I'm going to do is add that back into the frame. I'm just going to push everything down, push the tabs down, and that's going to be it. I thought this was perfect, and I love the phrase. It says, "Prayer is the mortar that holds our house together." Absolutely beautiful. So I have another one of those frames, but to elevate this frame, I'm going to be using one of these cork sheets from the Dollar Tree. I think this is a perfect way to elevate those frames. Even if you wanted to add a smaller photo in the inside, adding these cork sheets to the back really elevates this frame. So it's a little bit longer, so I am just going to cut it down to size. And I did pick up another book from the Dollar Tree. Absolutely beautiful. It has some really beautiful phrases in there. So I'm going to look through this book and find one page that I really like. Now I know I don't talk a lot about what I do in my 9 to 5, but I manage group homes that house adults that have special needs. And I have a male group home and a female group home, and we are doing some renovations at the female group home. So I thought this would be perfect for their wall. So all I did was attach the sheet to the center using a little bit of hot glue, and I'm placing it right back in the frame. I am going to style this in those ladies' homes because I think this phrase was just so perfect. It says, "You were born to be real, not to be perfect." I absolutely love this. This is something I'm definitely going to recreate immediately for my own home because I want my boys to know this as well. Now, I love these 5x7 pictured frames from the Dollar Tree. The frame is pretty chunky. I love the clean white color. And I think these is great if you wanted to create a shadow box as well. I have 4. And what I'm going to do is remove the backing. I'm going to remove the paper. And I'm also going to be removing these little tabs to hold the back end because I'm not going to be using those. And so I'm just going to pull them out. I'm going to remove the glass, but I'm going to put them back in. What I want to do is add these stickers that I found from the Dollar Tree to the glass. So I love these sticker sheets. They are so pretty. And in my room, I do have a hint of this soft pink, the greenery. I have a little bit of gold. And so I did want to make some wall art for my room when I change everything around. And so I just took a sheet off. I have 2 of the glass pieces pushed together, and I'm just placing the long piece of sheet right on there. You can fold that little piece over, but I always just cut things down because I be liking to use these little scrap pieces for other things. So I'm just folding the 2 glasses together to cut that sticker in half. It was just easier that way. And so now I'm going to leave that part at the top open. And now I have both done. I'm going to be using some E6000 and some hot glue to attach these frames together because I am going to eventually be styling this on the wall, and I want everything to stay intact and be secured. So I'm adding the E6000 first, and then I'm going to go in and add some hot glue and just attach all 4 of these frames together. Now I am going to take some craft sticks for extra security, even though I'm using the E6000, because as I mentioned, I want this to be very secure. So now I'm going in with the craft sticks. Now you can create a hanger for this by adding something to the craft sticks, or either just using some E6000 and attaching a hanger to the top. I am going to be using some command strips all along the center and along the sides when I add this to the wall. Or you can just use this as a leaner on your dresser or something. Now, I'm not going to add it to the wall right away because I'm not done changing my room around. But I just wanted to show you that I'll be using command strips, but you can create a hanger. I think this is really pretty. Now, the reason why I left the glass piece open, I may style it like this in the beginning, but then I may want to add something using my Cricut, like some words to that glass part. So I think it's cute like this, but I might just use my Cricut to cut out some wordings later. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed these picture frames DIYs just as much as I did. If so, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. As always, in the comment section below, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And I just want to say again, thank you all so much for the support, for the views, the likes, the comments. I am truly grateful. So until next time, my sweet friends, stay safe so that I can see you in the next video.